Hi, welcome to Room to Grieve podcast. We're your hosts, Karen and Bec. Grab yourself a cuppa, find a comfortable spot, and we'll journey through grief together.
Hi, I'm Bec.
Hi, I'm Karen. We're back again, just me and her.
Yeah, sorry about that. But we were just talking a minute ago because I couldn't remember how long it had been since you and I were actually talking, and apparently it was only 2 episodes ago. So, yeah, that felt like a lifetime, but it's only been 2 weeks. But yeah, it was all about the grief food, and I have to say, I got terrible FOMO with your trifle. Like, I really felt like I was missing out. Yeah.
Well, I'm not allowed trifle anymore. I was away last weekend, if you remember. We spoke about me going away with my cousins and my Auntie Barbara.
Yeah.
And we went to Crewe Hall for a spa weekend. And
amazing.
I was pampered and looked after, and we had a fantastic time.
Good.
But my cousin Julie has now put me on a diet. And she's not only bossy because she's a teacher, but she's just naturally bossy. It's within our family genes being bossy. And so I'm 0 sugar for a full week now. Everything cooked from scratch, back to basics. And yeah, it's going okay.
Headaches?
No headaches.
No, that's good. No. You obviously didn't have much sugar to start off with.
I don't know. I ate most of that trifle that I took a picture of.
That did look so
anyway,
good. And
I've got something I wanted to talk to. Yeah, I've got something I wanted to talk about today, but I've just got to get my rant over and done with first, if you don't mind. We'll call it a grief rant. Yeah,
go on then,
because we're allowed to grieve. And actually, you actually triggered it off as well. Well, not triggered off, just reminded me why I was in a bad mood. Because you sent me a photograph half an hour ago of you on a walk with the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just about got a glimpse of Kevin. Kevin's the dog, by the way. Yeah. Nothing else on that picture. Yeah. That is what it's like when you're driving home from work in the dark and dog owners and people, why do they all dress in black?
Yeah.
I can't see a bloody thing. I'm a woman of a certain age with faded everything, including my eyesight, and I cannot see a thing. Doesn't matter that I've lost my glasses and I've been looking for them for 4 weeks. Right? That's irrelevant. All I'm saying is anything today, well, all week really, has really pissed me off. And I don't know whether it's because I had such a nice, relaxing weekend and then back into the throes of everything. But I'll have to say something.
No, go on. I'm just going to sit here. Go on, offload. It's like a therapy session.
It was so funny. It's so funny. Talk about road rage. I mean, honestly, I could have an argument with anybody this week.
Were you driving?
Yeah, I was driving.
You don't drive very often, that's all. So I was just...
I drive every day to and from work.
Oh, does Rob not drive you to work?
No, we go in separate cars.
No.
Anyway, driving through the village, and it's all double parts, and you've got all the yummy mummies with the 4-wheel drives that you'll park thinking they own the entire road, right? Standing talking to each other with the door open. You know, you're thinking, what are they doing? Anyway, I have to go at a certain time because I have to miss Emily's school going in. I like them all gone in, and then I drive through, and then unfortunately I hit the primary school parents. And so there was a van involved, all these mums, and a couple of other cars. And basically, I just lost it. Because I'd been sat and I'd flashed my lights and all these people come through. They could quite clearly see, well, they don't want to see, don't they? There's all this traffic building up behind me. And I absolutely lost it because then this other guy couldn't go anywhere. He went like that to me. As if, and I thought, it's a simpleton. It is my right of way. Right, so I wound my window down. Yeah, I didn't do that like what Peter Kay does when you used to wind your window down. That's the thing. I went, what? And that were it. It was sat with this mat where they had high vises on. There was builders of some sort. And I told them, I said, you didn't even say thank you when the other cars let you through. I said, you are rude, and I started quoting the highway code and everything. And he said to his mate, right, I'm not kidding you with this. I do tell lies, but this isn't a lie. And he went, bet she's called Karen.
tell me, what did you say?
Put my window up. Like that. I'm just going on driving along. Don't laugh. I thought, do not give him the satisfaction of laughing. Yeah. So, and why do dog owners let their dogs walk in the road and they walk on the pavement?
So the dog gets squashed and not them.
I mean, that's mean, that. Anyway, I've just been really, really mad all week. Maybe it's the diet, maybe it's because... And another thing, I had to send somebody a picture of something and I had to go through my photos. And I was really, really upset at looking at photos. And you know that wave that you get every now and again, that you can look at them, you can't look at them. And oh my goodness, I had to go in the back office and I was literally sobbing. And I'd just seen certain photos and it wasn't even sad photos when she was poorly or at the end, you know, like funeral photos that I've got on there. It was nice photos and it just hit me.
They just remind you what you're missing, don't they?
Yeah.
They remind you what you've lost, yeah.
I have had a visitor today. That was nice in the office. Somebody
who
listens to our podcast.
Oh, who was that?
Yeah. A lady called Julie, who I sometimes go to Fat Club with. I've not seen, because I've not been to, as you can tell, I've not been to Fat Club for quite some time. Still pay every month, you know, like 23 quid a month goes out of my account.
Why? That's not like you.
Because I'll go back.
But you're doing this proper diet now. You don't need the weird Fat Club stuff.
Oh, Weight Watchers is good. It is a good diet. When you actually... But Sue Nado, she's very sneaky. Everybody knows Sue. Yeah? She's been going swimming every other day.
Oh.
She's cut out alcohol. This is the new Sue.
Awesome. Go Sue. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's only doing it so she'll lose more weight than me.
That's fine. If it keeps you going, then it's fine, isn't it?
No, I'm going to go and have a leg off or something. I'll lose it. Anyway, what I was thinking about, you know, on the YouTube channel thing, the community thing.
Can we all tell how technical Karen is here?
Yeah. Where you go and you see community on the button. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we put a few of our pictures and shared little bits of stuff, but we've never really used it. And, you know, I was talking last time to Angela. I know we spoke to her some time ago and the podcast only went out last week because of technical issues and basically you had to work hours and hours and hours to get it to the position it was in. Something that Angela said when we were speaking afterwards was that she doesn't actually like talking about William, about his cancer and his journey, and that she actually likes talking about William.
Yeah.
Because William isn't cancer. William isn't a brain tumour. He is her son. And it's William.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how I feel as well. And that's how I felt for quite a while. And I was just wondering if anybody wants to share their person. It could be one sentence. Yeah?
Yeah.
Something positive. One sentence. Or share a bit more, whatever they feel comfortable sharing, and to share it to our community page. Can you actually do that, though?
I don't know, because I don't...
the technical department.
YouTube community is yours, though. I've never posted on it, I'll be honest. You're the only person that's done that, so... I don't know, we'll have a look. But if not, we could post it to our stories. We could post it to Instagram and Facebook anyway. You know, if people want to share a picture of their loved one with like a sentence or whatever, you know, we can share. It could be just a little
conversation that remembered there. I mean, I remember it was years and years and years ago, and I just said to Emily, "Oh, Emily, I do wish you had a sense of humour." And she just said, "Mum, I do have a sense of humour. I'm just choosing not to use it right now." that blew me away. I'm like, "Oh, right, okay." You know, it's little things like that you can recall that make you smile.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice if we could all share. And because I love hearing other people's stories.
Yeah.
Especially nice ones. We've had enough shit we've had enough sorrow.
Yeah.
And
there's enough
just
sadness and grief every day, isn't there?
Sadness. Can we try and find I'm not being a Mrs. What do you call me sometimes? You give me a name once.
Oh, toxic positivity.
I just think it'd be nice.
It will be nice. Yeah, it'd be really nice. And I think that, that like you say, there isn't enough happiness in all of this. And it's just nice sometimes to smile and to appreciate, the people that are no longer here with us, because we don't get many other opportunities to bring them up, do we? So that's just nice. And, the whole reason we do this is to keep Emily and Bradley alive. And if we can help other people do that for their kids
I just
too.
thought it'd be nice to do that and share anything with us.
We need to put a post up, like a proper serious post about the pebbles as well, don't we? So we get more pebbles. I know you've got a list to do, but
my God.
Yeah. I'm sure we could add to that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I do enjoy doing the pebbles. I'm out there for quite a while at Christmas, and we're not celebrating Christmas, and I'm just going to paint the pebbles, paint the walls, paint everything I can think of, try and fit a log burner. Got a big massive list of jobs, because that's just my way of getting through Christmas. So if I can paint pebbles for other people with their loved ones' names on, I've got my friend's mum I'm doing one for, and a brother, and that's the lady who was supposed to be having Roxy. The last cat. Yeah. Not trying to get rid of Roxy or anything, but
you finally home Liam last week, didn't you?
Oh, Liam loves his new home.
He's got the best home. I saw him posted on Facebook, loving life. He's
him on the bed. Literally cat hairs on the bed.
I know, he is loving life. Yeah, Liam's made it good there, I can assure you.
Yeah. So just Roxy now, but Lady can't have him because her grandson is allergic to cats and dogs. So
just Roxy left.
Yeah. She's lonely. She needs a person now.
Oh.
Anyway, we're not talking about the cats. I know I hog the conversation, but...
Yeah. No, I get it. But I don't really know. We said we were going to have a quick podcast this week and talk about stuff, and I genuinely struggled to think of a specific topic. I feel like grief is just all encompassing at the moment. It's this time of year, isn't it? I don't really want to. It's just really difficult. I feel that anger is definitely a thing for me. The low tolerance. I've said it before, but that tends to come in waves for me, and that is definitely up there. I was rude at work yesterday. I was actually told at work yesterday that I say that I'm quite a rude person, and when I describe myself, I think I'm quite short-tempered and can be quite rude. And they were like, "We really don't see it in you. We really don't get it." And then we were in a meeting yesterday, and somebody sparked the wrong side of me, and I think they now get the rude side of me. I just couldn't tolerate it any longer. And when you just think, I'm actually going to lose my job if I don't be quiet. And you just think, this is just rude. But you think, I can't listen to this anymore. And and in the end, they were like, what did you say, Rebecca? Do you have something to say? And I was like, no, nothing. When you think, I've got to stop. And in the end, I just said, I don't want to be a part of this conversation anymore, thank you. Because you think I'm going to lose my job in a minute. But it's just, it builds up. I wanted to cry. Like, it builds up inside me.
Yeah. See, I don't have the anger usually, so this is quite unusual for me. I do have the low tolerance, but I can, say, working with the public, I sort of have to rein it in, and then they might go out and I might kick the door or something like that. But, I mean, Rob's done that this week. He's actually kicked the door and taken the door frame off.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not flying car parts,
No. But that it was at work, and when you're together 24/7, it's hard.
You don't get any time away to deal with your own feelings and just to put them in a little box, because sometimes you need that, don't you?
Yeah, I went to Tesco and cried all the way around Tesco. I don't know why. I always go to the supermarket. I couldn't even get a cake. There's no cakes with no sugar in.
Funny that.
Yeah. So, the anger... it's quite fairly new to me. I mean, I don't know, saying I never get anger. I do sometimes get anger, but I can usually control it. and I haven't been able to today.
No, I can't. I went to the doctors last week and they couldn't get my blood pressure down. And so then I got angry, which clearly didn't help my blood pressure. And that just seems to be like my go-to response, and it never was. I mean, I'm not usually rude to people, and I was just like, why on earth are we doing this? So then I had another appointment this week with the doctor to discuss what I got angry about last week, because I was like, why am I on medication to stop my blood pressure from being high when you can't control my blood pressure? This all seems so pointless. And then she did my blood pressure again this week. And then I was getting angry with her again when I was talking to her because she was winding me up. Because the blood test that I went for last week, which was supposed to check my medication levels, then have the review yesterday. She said to me, I can't do the review because we forgot to do the blood test. I said, but you took the blood. She said, yeah, but we tested the wrong thing. I'm really sorry. So then I got really angry. So then my blood pressure reading was 186 over 115, which is actually like bottom level of I'm actually having a heart attack levels. Like, it's ridiculously high. And you know, when you think, I need to stop getting this angry. You know, I'm now having to do blood pressure readings twice a day. I've just done mine just now, coming back walking the dog. Now I'm going to talk to you. My blood pressure's fine. It's perfectly within normal range, 132 over 80. A little bit high, but, you know, it's perfectly fine. But I am getting myself to the point that actually my blood pressure is reading like that I'm having a heart attack, because I'm getting myself so angry at people. And it's not me. You know, I'm rude. I'm not really rude. I'm just opinionated.
I think you're probably rude internally, and you're looking at somebody and what's going on in your head is rude. But I don't think it all comes out.
No, I think not on a day-to-day basis. I'd probably learn to control that externally, but I can't do that whole external controlling thing anymore. And I'm literally boiling over. I'm rude to people. You know, I feel cross to the point of tears. You know, I can feel myself gritting my teeth.
Anger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Oh my God, that's what I'm doing. I don't know anybody else does it. I thought to myself, why am I gritting my teeth? And
you can feel yourself tensing your jaw because you're so cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
I was doing, I know I've not spoke about it on here before, but I play a game called Heyday. Played it for years and years and years, right? And when Emily was poorly, I just put it away. I spoke to my friends that I've made online on there. I just said, I'm going to have to go away for a while, blah, blah. They all knew. I had so much support from them. These are strangers. One lady lives in Kansas. She's been to visit me all the way from Kansas. Yeah, she didn't bring Dorothy with her. She didn't have red slippers on or anything like that. She just did normal. Well, normally. So her kids actually said, where are we going? Who's this woman? And she said, oh, she's Karen. Do you tell her? Yeah, but how do you know? Should we meet online? She said, Mum, you don't meet weirdos online and go to their houses.
They're right.
Yeah, all right. Don't do this at home, folks. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got friends all over the world. A lovely friend called Brenda who lives in Canada. And Brenda lost her son years and years and years ago, and she's been a massive help.
That's good.
She just gets it, you know? And, so all across the world, listen to people, talk to people, and it's a game where you can just go back into. And today, I was on it, and I just had to do it because somebody had wound me up so much. This customer had actually made my husband cry. And I know it's not the customer. I know he's missing his little girl. And it's just sad. He's just so, so sad. And it just took him over the edge, what she said. She apologised later. She said she was out of order. She was rude. But that was it. She'd done it. She'd said it. Yeah. And it's horrible. If you weren't self-employed, you could probably... I know everybody has a job and we all have to go to work and everything, but when you're self-employed, you've got to go.
And you have to turn up with 100%.
You have to turn up with 100%, yeah.
There's no phased return, there's no early finish, there's no mental health day. You don't get any of that reprieve that you can hopefully have or should have with an employer.
Yeah. So, and, you know, we've got staff we've got to support, and we've got customers there all queuing up to get in. It's o'clock in the morning, and everybody's priority is different than ours. But we've got to carry on. Until we've sold the business, we've got to carry on for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think Lynn, who is struggling, she's got lung cancer, she's had her surgery. But I think that, Lynn, if you're listening, right, you're taking the piss now. You need to just come back to work.
I was going to say, I'm so surprised, Lynn, that she hasn't bullied you back yet. You know, like, come on.
Every day I text her, and, you all right? Don't really mean it. What really mean is, when are you coming back?
Oh, bless her.
But
at least she knows you well enough.
Yeah, of course she does. She's my bestie. Anyway, she had an appointment, didn't she? Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, to go to get results. And they cancelled the day before.
Shocking, isn't it?
They cancelled today for Mondays.
No.
Yeah. So she had her operation 8 weeks ago. She had a third of her lung removed, and they still haven't got the results. So she should really, by rights, be on. We know that if you're going to go on chemotherapy, you need to get on it as soon as the operation, as soon after the operation as you physically can.
I can only say that her results must be good news.
But this is what we keep saying. But they missed her. She went for a scan in January, and it was only when she went back in July. The scan wasn't for her lungs. The scan was for something else. And when she chased it up, the something else up in July, they went, "Oh, what did the lung department say?" What? I haven't had a lungs. Oh, have they not contacted you? You have bloody lung cancer.
And they forgot to tell her.
And now they've cancelled her appointment to get the results to see if it's in the lymph nodes and whether she needs to go on chemo.
That's disgusting. I mean,
it's absolutely disgusting.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Ring them up now. You're not accepting this. Do they know how stressed out I am? It's irrelevant what you... Oh, it'd be all right. That's irrelevant that you'll be all right. I said, ring them up.
What you think doesn't matter. I can't deal with it because I have enough stress. Yeah. No,
so
that's me.
Today, as well as being called a Karen and that, and then somebody bringing me a box of chocolates in, the second box this week, they must be on offer. You know, the...
Well, do you know what you need to do? You need to start putting them all in a hamper, and then when it gets to Christmas, you just raffle them all off, and then, like, I don't know, put the money in charity or something.
You're a weirdo. I'll say it till I'm not on my diet and eat the bleeding lot.
That's not the point. I think you're not grasping the point of a diet. Like,
Rob and Troy was sat in the back in the office in the where they have the lunch and everything, and they opened the first box, and it was probably gone in about 2 hours. So I didn't have one. I did not have one. I've been so good.
That's really good. It's so bad that men can do that. Also good for men, I guess. But
the
jealous.
Box come today, and I'm like, really? Thank you.
Yeah.
So
anyway, you've done the whole grief brain thing, and this whole conversation started because you were telling us about something to do with your app, and you've got completely sidetracked.
What app? Were you talking about? What app?
You said about your app. Your game. You were going to do your
yeah.
Where was that story going? You told us you had a friend in Canada, and then it got back to boxes of chocolates at work. That's just a grief thing, I'm aware, but just bringing you back round. Can we have the end of the story, please?
No, I can't remember it.
Do it all the time. It really is. It really is. So
what I was saying, no, I do remember what it is. Right, so I went back to the game, and I can 100% recommend, not just that game, any game. It totally, if I'm getting, that feeling inside you that builds up, the agitation, the sadness, the anxiety, and all that, I go in that game and just zone out, and all I'm concentrating on is feeding me cows, getting me deliveries done, seeing if I've got enough pig food, with me chickens, right? Wait.
Honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse. But I totally get the sentiment that a distraction Yeah. If for some people it's watching the telly or it's playing a game or it's colouring in a colouring book or it's going for a walk or whatever it's doing, for me, it's researching scientific papers. And because I'm weirder than you in that you enjoy feeding technical fake cows online and I like researching medical papers with words I don't understand. Yeah. So
we're all different.
We're all weird as fuck, as Sue would say.
But we are, aren't we? We're all different. Yeah. But we all grieve differently, but we all grieve the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's similarities in it. Yeah.
There's so many similarities. And what helps one person might not help the other, but you want to go on heyday.
And I think that's the whole thing with grief, isn't it? That with so much in life, so many things that we do, we compare ourselves to others and you look at others to learn on how to do something and you look at others to kind of to assess yourself and gauge yourself and how well you're doing. And you can't do that with grief because it really is individual to you and actually you're the only person that has the answer. So trying to copy somebody else's grief journey because they look like they're coping really doesn't mean that that's going to work for you, does it? And sadly, and I think that's one of the reasons why it feels so bloody lonely is because you have to work this shit out for yourself, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, even us, even sometimes when you text me and you say you're really struggling with something, I don't understand everything that you're struggling with and vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have our own little, little things. But yeah.
Just that when you're telling me about a little thing, it usually goes on a bit, I can't always promise I'll listen to it all. I think the other day, I actually put my phone on the side, tied my bin line and went and emptied the bin and come back and you were still talking.
It's fine, I got it all out.
Rob said, it was on the phone. I said, Becky went, oh, right, okay. And it's like, I think he understood.
So I think for this week, I don't have a lot to say. So I think we just leave this one. That's really rude, isn't it? But that's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. Inside, I actually feel like, yeah, okay, I'm done now, I'm bored, don't talk. And that's not me, is it? I can talk, like you just said, I can talk for England. But yeah, I feel like, okay, thanks, next, bye.
Yeah, well, that's what you're allowed to do because it's an easier listen to this week. It's nice and quick. Yeah, except my friend Julie goes for a big long walk. Sorry, Julie.
Play it again. It's fine. You probably missed something first time. But actually, do you know what? Let us know whether you prefer the shorter episodes. Are they easier to listen to? Yeah. I mean, they're really hard. They're a lot harder to record usually when I'm not in the mood. But it's easier today. So we'll see.
I must admit, as per usual, you've taken me out of my bad mood.
Yeah.
See, that's what was going on. This is because I've lost so much weight this week, isn't it?
How much have you lost? How much have you lost this week?
Not actually lost anything yet, but I'm looking thin. Do you think I'm looking pale and drawn? Think I need a meat pie?
Look at me, go on. It's aging me. I need to eat some sugar.
Honest to God, she sent for a book for me. I've got to do 7 minutes of squats every day or something. It's like a sergeant major.
Yeah, well, I said to you that I'd read somewhere that the best time to do them was when you're brushing your teeth and you're like, I'm already being efficient with brushing my teeth. I don't just stand there and brush them. Yeah.
Make the bed whilst brushing the teeth. Then have a wee and then I try and get me clothes off the floor over my foot and then they're nearer to reach when I stand up. And if I have a number 2, I need to get the scales over because there has a good weight loss there. I can actually be on the toilet and get the scales out. That's a good exercise, a good stretching exercise.
Is it? Is it? I've been going to the gym twice a week.
I know, you've done really well.
Yeah, really enjoy it. It really does help my mood.
Do they know that? Have they worked out yet that you're part sloth?
My PT is a family friend, long-term family friend. My son's actually best man for him next year. He's my son's best friend from school. So, yeah, he's well aware that I'm lazy. He said to me yesterday, he said, you can stop if it's hurting. And I was like, okay. And he was like, is it hurting? And I was like, no. He was like, well, then carry on.
Fancy giving you a choice. What are your steps up to these days? Grief steps, we'll call them. What are your grief steps up to?
They haven't really improved, to be fair. They're still sticking around the 5,000 step mark, but it's a timing issue.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I just can't find the time to walk more. I really want to. And like, I can really feel that that's a really manageable amount of steps, and my pace is a lot quicker. I'm doing it a lot quicker than what I was. So I really feel like I need to push myself further because it doesn't feel like an effort anymore, But I just haven't got the time to do anymore, and it's so frustrating.
You better get practicing because my cousin signed you up for a walking group in Peterborough. So,
well, I know. I don't really know where we walk round here. Like, I mean, where is there to go?
Well, they must go somewhere. You don't just walk round Morrison's.
That'd be my worst bloody nightmare. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, that's, God, trust you to have bloody family around here. I can't get away from you, can I?
No, checking up on you, you say.
I know. God. Can't even use that as an excuse. Right.
But we also need to absolutely cross our fingers and everything. Pray for my cousin and her son, Alex, because he's hopefully got a kidney transplant coming up.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It's his second one. She's doing, so Julie's giving her kidney up to somebody else. Somebody else is giving their kidney to Alex because she's not compatible with Alex. So
that's amazing.
Very, very important.
Yes. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that'd be good.
Right. Is that it for this week then? We have a nice quickie. So we'll got guests next week. And then we've got a couple of quickies before Christmas. And I'm going to have 2 weeks break.
We're off to the NEC, aren't we? This week we're going out on a jolly, on a day out to Education Summit to teach teachers that they need to learn all about grief and that they need some more grief education. So, yeah, God help them with us in our foul mood and our rage and all the rest of it. Hey, I mean, God.
Yeah. We might be told. We might have detention by the end of the day.
Yeah, I must not be rude to the teacher.
No, yours will be, I must not say the F word repeatedly.
Yeah. Isn't that on the start of The Simpsons when he writes, I must not swear or something over and over again on the start of The Simpsons? That'll be me. Yeah.
Right, so we need to, when we've got things in place, we do actually need some help, don't we? With some video, some filming that we're doing, and we'll put something out of that next time when we've got more information. Okay, and I hope we've not bored you too much this week.
I don't think so. We didn't talk for long enough.
Right, I should go and have a glass of water and 4 grapes and a Brazil nut. That's my treat.
Nice. Brazil nuts are really good for you, you know. You should have 4 Brazil nuts a day to support your thyroid. They're a great source of selenium.
Okay, there we go again. Spoiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm full of so much useless shit. Like, don't ever trigger me because I know. Yeah, don't even know why I know it.
Do the tagline. You can do it. You've not done it in ages.
Okay, grab yourself a cuppa, find a comfortable spot, and we'll journey through grief together. Thanks for listening.
Bye.